Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, so as you know, it is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's. And if you are by yourself and you don't necessarily have someone to share it with, thank your lucky stars. Thank your stars, count your blessing. No, I'm totally kidding. But just remember, you can buy yourself chocolate covered strawberries. You can buy yourself a freaking heart shaped balloon and some flowers. And honestly, enjoy the time before you find that person because then it's never going to be the same waking up again because then they're going to be on your side of the bed. So, anyways, we're not back to talk about Valentine's Day, but that was. I don't know. Valentine's Day is interesting to me. We're back to talk about the Chrisleys. Savannah Chrisley is talking about a recent meltdown that she had ever since her parents went to prison. And her father, Todd Chrisley, who is serving about 12 years, is giving her some more advice. And she's talking about her family's new routine. You know, her, Grayson, and also Chloe, the two younger siblings that she had to adopt after her parents were sentenced. Yeah. Okay. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, over on channel 2, Up and Adam 2 this morning, we did our morning meeting. We just did our first one yesterday, so obviously today was our second. So different, fun, behind the scenes. So go check it out. Let us know what you think. Make sure you comment on that. And we posted polls. Let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So I love when we get a Chrisley update, not because I want to see anybody hurting or struggling or trying to go through it, but I think it's wild that we had this family for so long on our TV screens. I wasn't necessarily one of the many who were obsessed with the family. I never really watched. Honestly, I didn't have too much to say about it until the scandal of it all, which is really also just shitty on us as a society for only being interested when there's a scandal. But that's me, and I'm sorry, and I'm guilty of it. My whole point is I'm so interested now because of the scandal. And right when the scandal came out, we yanked their TV show away because Todd and Julie were going to be spending time behind bars. Now we have Savannah Chrisley who's giving us updates on her podcast, and it's literally being blasted out every time I look on any media outlet, any social media, anywhere. Whenever she gives an update, it's picked up. Savannah Chrisley has been thrust into the role of legal guardian after gaining custody of her younger siblings, Grayson, who is 16, and Chloe, who's 10. It was a role that she was not prepared for, and it began after her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, began serving their combined 19 years behind bars for defrauding the federal government out of $30 million. Allegedly, because they still say they didn't, even though the government said that they did. I like to kind of, cross my T's and dot my I's. I like to dot my I's and cross my T's. Savannah recently revealed that she suffered a full-blown breakdown, a meltdown, dropping down and just flipping the out, being like, how did I get here in life? This is what Savannah suffered, okay? Earlier this month, and she is struggling to keep her family grounded under their new dynamic. The new dynamic is her, the two kids, while the parents are in prison. We said that. Keep up, guys. I am not my mother. We know that. Because your mom's in prison. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. Savannah, this is what she said during a February episode of her podcast. And I'm sure, I totally am kidding, guys, too. I know this has to be hard. I know the Chrisleys say that they did not do these things and that they're not guilty of these crimes and that they hope that the system will work itself out. And they really believe that. So I'm curious what in their mind went wrong. And for Savannah, I could never imagine being put in her position, going from, okay, well, I don't know, like, right now, I'm just kind of a woman who's working, and maybe I'll find somebody that I love, and maybe one day I'll get married, one day I'll have babies, to, oh no, now you have to be a full-blown parent and you have all of these responsibilities, and this just came out of nowhere. I couldn't imagine. So it's sad. And it's sad for the kids. How am I going to do this? I don't feel that I'm worthy or capable enough of doing the job that she's done for all her life. Now, the former Chrisley Knows Best star added that though she would like to remain in her sister role, she can't any longer, as she is the one who must provide for and discipline her siblings. The other night, I had a full breakdown. I was trying to find Chloe proper clothes to go and visit my parents and find her hair stuff. I just sat on the floor and started crying. I mean, listen, I don't wish that on anyone. I really don't. I think that that's awful. I feel bad for her. Savannah said her father, Todd, gave her sage advice before leaving to serve his time, telling her that taking care of the family would be the hardest but most rewarding thing that she will ever do. The Sassy Beauty founder said that though she was mad at having to take on the new responsibility, she had since found peace and is starting to understand Todd's words. Now, it's like, you know what? Something bigger than me is going on here. There's a 10-year-old, there's a 16-year-old, and we got to get through this in a healthy manner. It's survival. It's honestly like right now, she has to be in fight or flight. Flight or fight? Sink or swim. She has to be in sink or swim. Like she's either going to swim in this moment or she's going to sink. Now, she insists that she's now focused on finding better ways to cope with her stress and is finding normalcy by providing a sense of routine. Even if it's just little things, I'm trying to implement them. From here on out, every Sunday, we are going to plan our meals for the week. We're going to plan our meals. I'll say, you guys tell me what you want for dinner and we'll get the groceries for the week. And you'll know every night what we're going to eat. Now, that's one way to do it. That's not the way I got it. I used to have, somebody's going to say, Adam, stop making it about you. I'm going to give it just like 10 seconds to make it about me. But I used to have, like anxiety because I had a stepmother who would torture me with food because I was such a finicky eater. And I would hate coming home from school because I didn't know what was going to be there. And it was always something she knew I hated in order to just ruin my night, because if I didn't eat it, then I couldn't leave the table and I was grounded. So this is sort of like a big deal that she's giving them the right to pick what they want to eat. And then that way we know what the groceries are. I wish I had that. That's a luxury. You said that all of their luxuries were stripped. All of the luxuries are not stripped at this point because now they're picking their groceries as kids, as a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old. That's a luxury. I would have totally picked my groceries. Same. Despite getting off to an unsteady start, Savannah is confident that she will find her footing while her family is separated. It's been a rough few years or few days, but it's going to be a rough few years too, but few days. But she said, I'm showing up. Just because hard stuff happens, you don't give up. I have to commend her stepping into this situation. I think it would just be extremely difficult. Do I think that you could do it? Yes. Do I think that anybody could do it? No. I think that this would be a hard situation for anyone. So, it's wild. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more. I feel like her podcast is the outlet for her that she needs in order to vent. That's important. She needs to be able to vent. I would rather her vent to the podcast than all of a sudden be at home and snap because her two younger siblings, who now she's treating like her kids, just caught her at the wrong place, wrong time, like where she just got upset. I think it's good for her to have the podcast. I think it's good for her to be able to talk about these things. That is where I was getting at with this. But again, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. So go ahead and comment below. And of course, before you go, if you didn't check out our Monday meeting or our morning meeting this morning, which is for Tuesday, yesterday was Monday morning meeting and today is Tuesday morning meeting. Make sure you go to Up and Adam channel 2 and check that out. And then Jason is going live tonight for the Real Housewives of New Jersey after party. That's going to be tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, right before Anchor Watch at 11 p.m. Eastern. So there's a lot of lives coming your way. I told you, once we brought somebody else on to be a part of the team, we were going to be living it up. Do you get it? Okay. No more dad jokes. Love you guys. Bye.